The jokes are beginning to write themselves. The Sixers just had an embarrassing loss to the Detroit Pistons in Tobias Harris's return to South Philadelphia. Let me remind you that the Pistons were coming into this game 0-4 with Tobias playing absolutely rancid to start his season. The Sixers were were off to a rocky start, but got a solid win in Indianapolis, and you would think that they would be able to build some momentum and, gain some traction without Embiid and waiting for Paul George to suit up. But no, because the basketball gods want the 76ers to suffer as much as possible, they decided to exhibit a truly disgusting performance from the team. Or it maybe not have anything to do with the basketball gods, because the Sixers just kind of suck. The 2025 Sixers suck so far, and this is the biggest overreaction. I know that. We're going to forget about this in a couple months. But honestly, no one should really expect the Sixers team to be good at all, but it's just so ironic that Tobias was playing so terribly to start the season, but he gives you 18 and 14 in his home return to South Philadelphia, and the Pistons absolutely wall up at the 76ers in a contest that really wasn't close throughout the entire game, but we're going to break it all down here on NZ for 3, so be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you're new, and let's get down to business. All right, so to start off, here are some stats that y'all need to know about. The Sixers this season, as of the recording of this rant, are 30th in three-point percentage, 25th in free throw percentage, 29th in fouls, but they're at the bottom of the league in fouling, which means that they have the most fouls in the league. Don't get that twisted. And 28th in field goal percentage, so one of the lowest field goal percentages in the NBA so far. Yeah, this offense has definitely been the biggest disaster class for the Sixers this season. They cannot get anything going. They are so one-dimensional and get cold so easily, and it's so hard for them to string together any runs because it's the Tyrese Maxey show. Tyrese Maxey, despite this loss, shout out to Prez, he had 32 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah, he has to chuck up a lot of shots because who else is going to shoot? You want freaking 85-year-old Kyle Lowry or something? We have Jared McCain, our rookie, taking a whole bunch of shots, and we are having to rely on him now to provide some offense. And McCain, yeah, he didn't have the most efficient game in the world, but he did show a lot of flashes of being such a overall solid 3-level scorer. He was breaking down Ron Holland and all of this, and on a really solid drive and all of that. And then on the defensive end of the floor, he was clamping up Cade Cunningham, who's, one of the better players in the NBA. So McCain, he has definitely been impressing me so far with just his grit, his intensity, and his hustle and all of that. So if there's one bright spot, it's definitely Jared McCain and his performance. I'm really excited to see what he is going to show the Sixers for the rest of the season. But other than him, really, and Tyrese Maxey, this team has been absolutely god-awful in every sense of the word. There's really no getting around it. The Sixers have just not been playing up to par, or maybe they kind of are, because when you don't have Joel Embiid, the guy who this roster was completely built around to complement solely Joel Embiid and his skill set. That's why you're bringing in Paul George. That's why you re-signed Kelly Oubre and brought back Caleb Martin and got Yabusele. These, athletic, long wing players to help Embiid out, as a two-way presence. You brought in all those guys back, but Embiid's gone now, so it's just Tyrese Maxey running the show. And when you're relying on a rookie like Jared McCain to be providing you offense, giving you 9 field goal attempts, I like the grit, I like the confidence and all of that, but you need to be relying on guys like Caleb Martin, and all of that, but he's going 2 for 10. Kelly Oubre is going 5 for 14. KJ Martin, he's not really that much of an offensive player, but he was giving you some solid offensive, hustle plays and all of that. Eric Gordon, he's going 1 for 3 and all of that. So the veterans that you have on the Sixers so far, they are really not stepping up as much as you really want them to so far, and it really did show in this Pistons game. I mean, they were getting completely destroyed on the glass. The numbers might say otherwise. Let's see. We got 37 Sixers rebounds compared to 49 Pistons rebounds. So yeah, the Sixers are absolutely atrocious at rebounding once again, but this for me isn't really an issue I'm really not that scared about, to be honest. Yeah, Joel Embiid is out. We know that. Andre Drummond is a solidified backup center of the team, but he's not going to fix all of your rebounding problems. He has helped for sure on given that pressure on the glass, but Gershon Yabusele cannot play center at all. I'm sorry. I want to bleach my eyes whenever that guy plays center. I've been impressed with Yabu as a player this season. I like his effort. He dives for loose balls. He's not afraid to get, down and dirty and physical and all of that. And that's awesome. He really loves to, get the crowd involved and all of that, and has made some threes this game too, or made one or so. So his stroke is looking good from deep. But yeah, Yabu, he's a good player, but he is not a center at all. And the Sixers are having to rely on him to be the backup center because Nick Nurse ain't going to play a Dembona. He's been having to, put KJ Martin as well in the center position. So the rebounding, look, yeah, it's an issue with this Sixers team without Embiid for sure. But it's one of the issues that I don't think they're really going to have to worry about in the future when you have Embiid playing so many minutes, he's a solid rebounder. He's a center. He works hard on the glass and all of that. But you got Drummond coming off the bench as well, and then you could slot Yabu in at his natural power forward position. It's going to make things a lot more smooth. And Paul George, he can grab some boards as well. But dang, we really need Paul George and Joel Embiid to suit up as soon as possible. PG, as his presence as another ball handler and shot creator is going to help the Sixers plenty when he suits up back again. Hopefully it can be against the Grizzlies on Saturday, which I will be live streaming, so be sure to tune into my watch along. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, the Sixers, ugly game for sure. They made Tobias Harris play like prime Dennis Rodman. Shout out to Prez again. He only had 4 games in his Sixers career with 14 or more rebounds. But geez, yeah, they were making Tobias look like one of the best rebounders in the NBA. Yeah, that was an ugly game. There really isn't much to say other than that. The Sixers looked extremely out of sorts, and this is what we need to start expecting and start getting used to with life without Joel Embiid. We really don't appreciate enough the impact that this guy, Joel Embiid, has on the court. Teams, everyone on playing defense, all the 5 men on the other team, their eyes are on Joel Embiid the entire game because he is that dangerous of a man. And he is going to open up so much for the Sixers. It's just a matter of when this dude is going to get on the court. Just don't even get me started with all the air surrounding, the fine and all of that. Nick Nurse looks like he's going to bash his head into a wall. He looks like during these press conferences, like your friend does, the look your friend gives you when you mess up his Chipotle order. Like absolutely dead inside. Like the eyes are the gateway to the soul, and Nick Nurse just looks so done with everything already. So we can just hope and pray that the Sixers can weather this storm and at least try to win some games, because we can't really expect them at this point to have a winning record with Paul George or Embiid on the sidelines. If Paul George can come back sooner rather than later, then yeah, we can. It's definitely going to be a lot more manageable. But when you're consistently shooting this terribly from the field and from 3-point range, it is going to be an uphill battle no matter what, and the Sixers are going to start playing some of the better teams in the NBA. Unfortunately, they don't have the luxury of playing the Detroit Pistons every night and all of that. They're going to start playing some really solid teams coming up, and they need to get out of the shooting slump before things really start to get out of hand. The Sixers, they should be 0-4. That Pacers game was an absolute miracle with Tyrese Maxey going nuclear and him getting out of his funk. Thank goodness that got resolved quickly with Maxey and his shooting performances. But yeah, my main takeaways: the veterans, they got to start stepping up. Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, Eric Gordon, and all the rest of those guys, they really need to start paying their fair share and help Tyrese Maxey. Get this man some help. I really want to see some more Jared McKay minutes. I think he can really provide you some good energy on both ends of the floor. Yabusele, I know it's not the EuroLeague. I know it's annoying that the NBA refs call really stupid stuff with how soft they are, with the physicality and all of that, with all the ticky-tack stuff. But at the end of the day, you can't be tackling everyone every 5 seconds. So just at least tone it down a little bit. I love your grit and all of that, but that's that. I think it's just something that he's just going to have to get adjusted to. But yeah, really ugly loss, but it's still the beginning of the season, and hopefully Paul George can come back soon, because I really want to see him play, and I think he could help the Sixers a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Sixers.
Music.